Hi, it's Strength Training, Building Your Coping Muscles, and I'm Andrea from Be Well, Be Strong, BPD. And today I'm going to present a situation that hasn't resolved itself, and it's been going on quite a long time. So I just wanted to let everyone know that there are situations in my life that haven't resolved themselves and that I continue to work on. So, about 2.5 years, Memorial Day weekend of 2018, to be exact, I had a stroke. And while let me just say, I am extremely grateful that the stroke wasn't worse because I was at a rehab facility and there were a lot of people on my unit, the stroke unit, that were a lot worse off than I was. So I do remain really, really grateful. So that being said, I did have a left-sided weakness. Um, I was in the rehab facility for 3 weeks, kind of relearning how to walk with a walker and a lot of physical therapy and occupational therapy. And the PTs there were, and the OTs there were awesome. I really owe them a lot. And then I came home with a walker and I had home physical therapy and I learned to use a cane. And then I went back to the rehab for outpatient physical therapy, and I was eventually able to ditch the cane and walk on my own. So, when you have a stroke, it's the brain, and millions and trillions of brain cells are killed. And there is a thing called plasticity, where the brain has the ability to form new neural pathways. But I had cognitive deficits from the stroke, which became apparent when I had some cognitive therapy at the rehab. I couldn't make inferences. Couldn't make references. I couldn't make that leap, that reasoning leap, and I was so frustrated. I just wanted to throw the pen against the wall when I was with my cognitive therapist. But when I got out, I sought some more extensive testing from a rehabilitative neuropsychologist, and it turns out that the most of the damage was in the area of executive functioning, which, to be exact, includes processing speed, which means I do things a lot. It takes me a lot longer to do things. Attention span, decreased attention span, decreased ability to concentrate within a specified period, inability to multitask, even though they say multitasking is theoretically impossible. I just can't do 2 or 3 things at once like I used to, like drive and talk. My focusing is not as good as it used to be. So things like that, which I really needed for my job, which, if you don't know, I'm a psychiatric social worker. So I was totally out of work for five months because I was just very, very tired. I had a lot of fatigue. I would take a lot of naps. Anyway, and then under the guidance of this neuropsychologist, I started going back to work gradually, part-time. I started 2 4-hour days and built back up to full-time. And from the time I had the stroke in May, it took me 19 months to get back to work full-time. So it was very, very gradual. She used to say, Andrea, I got you in one piece and I want to keep you in one piece, meaning she didn't want me to have another stroke from the stress. So before the stroke at work, I was doing really well. The managers would look to me to review cases and do all this extra work, which I would gladly accept because I'm a perfectionist and I always wanted to please, and I didn't know how to say no, and it made me feel superior, which ties back into my anorexia, and the perfectionist and all this stuff kind of ties in together. Now I'm really struggling just to barely make not even making my numbers. And my new boss seems to be always reminding me of that, which makes me feel really badly inside and really inadequate. and things like that. So I'm trying to use radical acceptance to come to terms with the deficits that the stroke left. It seems that it really kind of rears its head when I'm under a lot of pressure to make numbers and make metrics and things like that. When it bumps up against my clinical knowledge, when it's not the wisest thing to do, and stuff like that. And I'm also practicing gratitude every day, gratitude for the people in my life who care about me, gratitude for everyone that rallied around me, gratitude that the stroke, like I said, wasn't worse when so many people in the rehab suffered so much worse damage. But, you know, some things in life are ongoing, and that's just the way life is. So that's what I really wanted to say, that some issues are quick to resolve, and we practice our skills, and we seem to get by, and some things are longer lasting. So I do believe that my mental illness and my working skills with my mental illness definitely helped me be more resilient with the deficits from the stroke and the challenges. And I suffered a post-stroke depression in which I went back to therapy and we had to adjust my meds, but it wasn't as severe as it could have been because I had the foundation from all the years of therapy. But some things just, you know, you got to take on a day-to-day basis and do the best you can. Okay, thanks for watching and be well. And this Thursday night is New Year's Eve, the end of 2020. And here's to a happier and healthier and all around better new year.